Good day, M3. This is Teacher Win, and welcome to another lesson about electricity. So for this video, we are going to learn how to compute or how to get the kilowatt hour in your electricity meter. And also we are going to compute how much energy is used in 1 kilowatt hour. So for further information, you can read your book, page 47. So let's talk first about an electric meter. So what you see on the right side of your screen is an example of your electric meter. So you can see here the numbers in which it is expressed in kilowatt hour that is used in an hour. Okay, so let's define first what is an electric meter. So an electric meter is a device used to measure the amount of electrical energy consumed by a house. So this house are you consumers, the people who are using the house or inside the house. So of course you're using electrical energy, so you use an electric meter to measure how much electrical energy is used. And speaking of your electrical energy, so it is expressed in kWh. So that is kilowatt hours. So how much is kilowatt hour? So 1 kilowatt hour, it means for every hour you consume 1 kilowatt. So do you still remember how much watts are there in 1 kilowatt? So kilo means 1000, right? So that means, so 1 kilowatt is 1000 watts. Okay, next. So how do we get this, or what formula are we going to use in order to get this kilowatt hour? So do you still remember the general formula for your power? So that is power is equals to energy use divided by your time taken. So if we are going to use this formula, or shall we say convert this formula, so that will be energy used is equals to power used multiplied by your time taken. So that will be, if we're going to use your triangle here, so it goes like this. So this will be power, then that will be energy, and this will be your time. Nah? Okay, so going back, so your power use, so it is expressed in kilowatt hour, so or kilowatt, it is expressed in kilowatt, and then your time taken, it is expressed in your hour. So again, so energy use is equals to power use multiplied by time taken. So the unit used for power is kilowatt, and then the unit used for time taken is hour. Now, since we already knew how to get the energy or the kilowatt hour by using the formula energy is equals to power used multiplied by time taken. So this time, how many joules? So again, joules is a unit of energy. That is a very small amount of energy. So how do we get this joules if there are like 1 kilowatt hour? So the formula is very simple, right? So energy, which is expressed in 1 kilowatt hour, right? And remember, power use is expressed in kilowatt, so that will be 1 kilowatt. And the unit used for time taken is 1 hour. Okay, now let's convert your kilowatt into watts. So again, 1 kilowatt is 1000 watts, right? And then in 1 hour, how many minutes and how many seconds? So basically, so as we all know, so 1 minute has 60 seconds. And in 1 hour, there's also 60 minutes. So we're going to multiply 60 by 60 seconds. Okay, so that will be your 1000. Okay, remember that the unit for your watts is joules per second. Alright, so multiply it with your 60 times 60 and you will get 3600 seconds, right? So you're going to cancel this one. So what you will have there is about 3,600,000 joules. Okay, so therefore, 1 kilowatt hour is equivalent to 3,600,000 joules, or 3.6 times 10 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the power of 6 joules. Okay, so let's try to solve this example. So we have here a hair dryer operates at a power of 500 watts. If it is used for 5 minutes, so find the energy consumed in joules and in kilowatt hour. So a hair dryer is a device that is used to dry your hair using a hot air. So this hair dryer is working at a power of 500 watts. So for this problem, we're going to solve joules and kilowatt hour. So for this part, let's solve first your joules. So again, we're going to solve for joules, right? So again, what's the formula? So that is energy is equals to power multiplied by your time, right? Okay, now, so in your power, so remember that from kilowatt, we use watts, right? So we are going to use 500 watts here. So I will remove the unit na, so that we will only focus with a number. And then multiply by time. So again, so this is 5 minutes, right? This is 5 minutes. So how many seconds? Since we are using watts, so we're going to use seconds, okay? So how many seconds are there in 5 minutes? Okay, so again, so in 1 minute, there's 60 seconds, right? So 60 seconds multiplied by 5 minutes, and you will get 300 seconds. So that will be the time here, so it will be 300. So what we'll have here, so 500 multiplied by 300, so you will get 150,000 joules. So for problem A, so how much energy consumed in joules? So the answer is 150,000 joules, or you can just simply say 1.5 times 10 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the power of 5, okay, joules. So this is our answer for problem A. Now let's go to problem B, which is finding the kilowatt hour. Okay, so we are going to convert first, okay, watts to kilowatt, right? Because our problem here is asking for a kilowatt hour. So that means if you have your 500 watts, so how much is it if we're going to convert in kilowatt hour or kilowatt? Okay, so remember, kilo means 1,000. So we are going to move the decimal places to the left 3 times. So we have your 1, 2, and 3. So that means it's 0.5 kilowatt. Okay, and how about for the hour? So what we have here is 5 minutes, right? So how much is 5 minutes in an hour? So all you have to do is to divide 5 minutes by how much? Okay, 60 minutes. So you're not going to divide it by 1 hour, because if 5 divided by 1, so that will be 1 hour. So you will say 5 minutes is equal to 5 hours, right? So which is wrong. So we're going to divide it by 60, and you will get an answer of 0.083 hour. Okay, so 5 minutes. So that's 0.083 hour. Okay, so we already have our given here. So 0.5 kilowatt. So this will be our given now. So what will be our formula to use? So the formula that we're going to use is power, or shall we say energy, is equals to power multiplied by your time. So for this formula, so we're going to solve it using kilowatt and hour. So here's our solution. Okay, so that's energy is equals to power multiplied by time. So energy is X, and then P or power is 0.5. So I will remove the unit na, so we will focus on the number multiplied by hour, which is 0.083. So 0.5 multiply by 0.083, so you will get a value of 0.042, okay, kilowatt hour. So this is our answer for problem letter B. Let's go now to our next problem. So we are asked to compute how much will it cost to use a 1.5 kilowatt air conditioner for a week or 1 week if electricity costs 5 baht per unit and it is turned on for 8 hours a day. Okay, so let's break down each problem. So a week here means 1 week, right? And 1 week has how many days? So a week has how many days? So there are 7 days. Okay, next, this one is 5 baht per unit. Per unit here means your kilowatt hour. So meaning for every kilowatt hour, you're going to pay 5 baht. Okay, and then we are going to turn on the air conditioner for 8 hours a day. Okay, so how do we compute this one? So let's write first the given here. Okay, so our given here is we have your power. So power is how much? It's 1.5 kilowatt. Okay, and how about our time here? So our time here is 8 hours a day, and you are going to use it for 1 week. So that will be, okay, so 8 hours, okay, multiply by 7 days, right? So you will have at least 56 hours, okay, of using the air conditioner for 1 week. And then the value of energy, okay, so which is we don't know. So looking at the given, so we are asked, or we are going to solve the problem using kilowatt and hour. So our formula, so for this one is energy is equals to power multiplied by time. So our solution here, so that will be energy is equals to power multiplied by time. So power is 1.5 multiplied by 56, and you will get 84. Okay, you will get 84 kilowatt hour. But our solution does not stop here, right? Because we are asked how much. Okay, so another solution, so this will be our solution number 2. So we just simply multiply 84 kilowatt by 5, right? So you have here, so 5 here is 5 baht, so 84 times 5, so you will get, this one is 20. So this one is 8 times 5, 40, plus 2, that's 420. Okay, baht. So this is our final answer. So how much will it cost? So that will be 420 baht every week. Okay? So this is your homework M3. So only 2 problems. So for number 1, so you are asked if how many units, so meaning how many kilowatt hour of electricity were used if you're going to use the 2 kilowatt water heater and you're going to use it for 4 hours. Problem number 2, so you are asked to compute how much would it cost to run an air conditioner operating at 3 kilowatt hour or 3 kilowatts in a working day of 10 hours. So please take note that the rate is 3 baht per unit. Okay? So don't forget to write your homework in your science notebook, and once you're finished, upload it to the Google Classroom. So this is the end of the lesson for this video. So once again, thank you very much for watching and have a good day.